How you doing? It's the Frankie Russo Show. How you doing out there? How you doing? Welcome to RussoNation.tv, home of America's Team.today. And guess what? This is yours truly, Frankie Russo. Woo! Got a great show for you tonight. Great show, man. I don't know. I tried to press a few buttons over here. I guess I pressed the wrong button. And nothing came out. I had a nice video for y'all. It was really cool, you know? Special shout out. I got a special shout out. You know, last Sunday, I was watching Fox News Sunday morning show with Chris Wallace. Yeah, you know, I tell you, I love the guy. He's tough, he's straightforward, he tells you what it's on his mind. Hey, listen, he hits Donald, but it's good, you know? Donald needs, you know, it's good because it gets him ready for the general, you know? So last week's show, Chris Wallace really went after Congressman Adam Schiff, you know, for his lies about Hillary Clinton's server. So special shout out, Chris Wallace. You see, so Frankie Russo does the right thing, even with the press. 800-848-9222. I'm not going Viagra. Unfortunately, in a more serious note, I got my favorite boxer of all time, favorite boxer, Muhammad Ali, passed. You know, special prayers to Layla Ali and her family and everybody. I tell you, you know, Muhammad Ali was a great fighter, great champ. You can say what you want. He dodged the draft. I wouldn't have done that, but he did. But he paid the price. He went to jail and he came back and he still became champ. That's a great fighter he was. He's a great fighter, to me, the greatest fighter ever. Special shout out, major shout out to the champ, to one of the greatest champs of all time, Muhammad Ali. 800-848-9222. And I'd be remiss this past week if you want me to press it again. I don't know. This thing switched on me, but anyway. Oh, here we go. It's on now. Okay, but anyway, I'd be remiss this past week if I don't mention my favorite love goddess, Marilyn Monroe. Her birthday was this past, I think June 1st. You know, I can't forget her, though she's in heaven. A special shout out to the special love goddess, Marilyn Monroe. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show, you know. Here we go. We got the music. We're doing all right. We're good. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up, baby. All the way up. Woo! I'm all the way up. And this just came across my desk. It did. Barry Soetoro, Barry Sabarka, Muslim from Indonesia, a.k.a. Barack Hussein Obama, Christian from Chicago through Hawaii by way of Kenya, you know, fraudulent selective service registration card, statistically significant, fake fraud commander-in-chief. Apparently, he wants to get his 2 cents into the presidential election. Yeah, you know, claiming that world leaders are rattled by the words and the rhetoric of Donald Trump. Really? Yeah. So, well, that was the video I was going to play. So, anyway, it appears someone else was rattled when Barack Obama was like, you know, you know what I'm talking about.
Mele Kaliki Maka.
There you go.
Happy New Year.
I know we come up with something. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. According to our trusty correspondent, Hillary Clinton, she closed the campaign headquarters in Brooklyn this past Friday for Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, right. She ain't celebrating no Memorial Day weekend. There she goes again. Well, our trusty correspondent spotted her on Brooklyn's Coney Island Beach. Yeah, having a grand old time. That's right, glasses of wine, fireworks blasting, beach balls flying, frisbees all over the place, and there was a bonfire. Yup, there was a bonfire. Frankie Russo, bonfire? Yeah. What do you mean, Frankie Russo? No, she didn't. Frankie Russo, wait. She didn't. She did. There she goes again. She can't control herself. Apparently, remember that IG report? She burned it. She burned that bitch. In an exclusive interview with our trusty correspondent, Hillary Clinton reiterated those now infamous words like she did last week. Yeah, I burned that freaking IG report. I did it, every piece of it. And damn right, that server's illegal. Nothing's gonna stop my presidency. Nothing. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Let's kick to a Donald Trump commercial, and we come back for the second quarter of the Frankie Russo Show. Yeah.
Candidate for president, and I approve this message. All talk and no action politicians have let us down, and America is in deep trouble. But I'm going to change that. First, I'm self-funding my campaign. I'm not taking special interest money, and I've called on other candidates to disavow their super PACs, but none of them have done it, which means they'll be puppets for lobbyists, donors, and special interests. I'll negotiate new trade deals, and those deals, along with my plans to cut taxes for the middle class and businesses, will bring American jobs back, right here where they belong. I'll rebuild our military and make it so strong that no one will ever mess with us. We'll stop illegal immigration, and yes, we will build a wall, and Mexico will pay for it. I'm the only candidate running who can't be bought. I'll do what the politicians won't. I'll produce.
If we fall
will
for,
make America great again.
you know, a bunch of okey doke.
You know you're a mumbling, stuttering little you know that?
Just because
Yeah, stuttering prick, yeah.
You know, it sounds.
The people don't trust you, and the people don't trust the media.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm talking
If we fall
about.
for,
Don't get nervous.
This is what I'm
you know, a bunch of okey doke.
You know you're a mumbling, stuttering little you know that?
Just because
Go ahead.
if we fall for,
Don't get nervous.
you know, a bunch of okey doke.
Really, Donald Trump rattled the president.
You know, it sounds funny or
Funny how
This is the video. This is the
tweets
one that I was
are-
trying to get on the air.
provocative.
I'm here to amuse you. What the is so funny about me? Yeah, stuttering prick, yeah.
Because our leaders are stupid.
That's what I was trying to get on the air in the beginning. But anyway, newsflash.
Happy New Year.
I I can't. This president, he just keeps going on and on. This bomber keeps going on and on. News flash. This story is developing. Apparently, our trusty correspondent found out some interesting information. Fox News, Megyn Kelly claims, the host for Fox News, yeah, her, you know her, the fraud. She locked herself in the film archives room at Fox News, yeah. Hinting at a second Trump interview with rumors swirling that she's determined to get Trump this time. I'm telling you. Apparently, Megyn Kelly is going as far back as 1956. 56, 66, 76, 86, 96, 206, 216. That's 60 years. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you, Frankie Russo. Well, the footage may not be all that. They said they can't use it. It's so old. But hey, Megyn Kelly's staff claims they're going to use audio files of Donald Trump from the 6th grade. And Megyn Kelly says, if I don't get this guy, I'm going to claim political asylum, and I'm going to go to Canada and join Ted Cruz and the rest of them over there in Canada. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. I'm going to kick to some calls now. Let's get Chris from New Jersey. What's popping, Chris?
Hey, Frankie. Did you see the Elizabeth Warren, all that fraud that was going on? As she was talking about how Trump was speculating, and that was a bad thing for a real estate broker.
Oh, my God. She's horrible.
Yeah. And then she was flipping foreclosed homes. She flipped a dozen foreclosed homes. The Boston newspaper was documented that. And the thing that gets me is that these libs, it's like a behavioral pattern in which they say something. They'll pick your pocket and they'll warn you about pickpockets. They'll tell you about the health care is cheaper, and you'll have more expensive health care. It's like everything they say, it's the opposite.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, Megyn Kelly, right? She tweeted, just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. She's on Fox News. She's at 9 o'clock. She tweeted August 7th of 2015, the day after the debate. She tweeted that to that chick, what's her name, Congresswoman Schultz, that unequivocally she has, with much confidence, she believes that the Democratic nominee is going to be the next president of the United States. So, I mean,
she's a mole. She sits there and says that she's supposed to be a proper reporting person, but they're not.
Right. So so the whole point, right? Exactly. So it's crazy stuff, and at least I call out the bad, and today I gave praise to Chris Wallace. Bill O'Reilly, he's a media mogul. He tries to do the right thing. He does a great job, and so does Sean Hannity. Thank God for Sean Hannity. I don't know what we would do without Sean Hannity.
And the continuous lying out of Clinton is incredible. I mean, this person can't tell the truth. I mean,
oh man,
did you hear them hooking up the lie detector to her? I got a couple sound bites for you.
Let me hear this.
One for her campaign director, and then one for her.
Let's hear.
Right.
You got it? I got to go, kid.
76, Jimmy Carter famously said, I will not lie to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to tell you, I have tried in every way I know how, literally from my marriage to Delaware all the way to my Secretary of State, to level with the American people.
You talk about leveling with the American people. Have you always told the truth?
I've always tried to. Always.
Some people are going to call that wiggle room.
Well, no,
Hey, Chris, man.
Jimmy Carter said, I will never
This Secretary of State, she don't know what she's doing.
I don't believe I ever have. I don't believe I ever will.
Hey, Chris, thank you for the call, man. I got to go. Thank you so much. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo show. We're going to kick to, let's go to Daniel and Edison. Daniel and Edison. What's poppin', Daniel?
Hey, Frankie. A question, Frankie. After all of this campaign that's been going on, my question is, who is Hillary Clinton? I mean, really.
Great point.
Who is she? There's like 24 different versions. I don't know who she is. I mean...
There she goes again.
And how can the Democrat leadership keep pushing this woman when we don't know who she really is?
It's a great point.
Teleprompters, without people cueing her.
Hey, my brother.
Everything is orchestrated.
Absolutely. And you know what I heard? I heard that I didn't hear it. I was there. I was driving down. I was in Huntington, New York this past week, and driving down the road, Folsom Avenue, looking for a cappuccino cafe. You know. So I'm driving along. I couldn't find one because I really like. I like cappuccino. I like a no foam cappuccino this way because the foam takes up half the freaking cup. You know. So I'm looking. I can't find nothing. So I'm looking to the left. All of a sudden, I look up, and I see this road in Huntington, New York. I'm saying to myself, no way. It's named after Hillary Clinton. You know what it's called? Crooked Hill Road. You can't make this stuff up. Somebody over there was clairvoyant or something looking into this stuff. I don't know. Somebody has talking about, things before they happen or whatever. I don't know. Crooked Hill Road. But anyway, my brother, thank you for the call.
All right, and thank you, Frankie. Keep up the good work. And just remember, Donald Trump right now is the most important man for America and for the world.
Welcome to the boardroom.
Great point, my brother. That's America's CEO, Donald Trump. We can't, we can't let him down. States in play this coming Tuesday, June 7th, California, New Jersey, Montana, South Dakota, New Mexico. All Trump, RSBN.TV. Okay, 800-848-9222. Let's go to Jimmy in Bay Ridge. What's going on, Jimmy?
Hey, hello, Frank. How's it going?
Beautiful, my brother, beautiful.
That's great. And, Muhammad Ali passed away, and I know he's one of your favorites, and, I know you're a big boxing guy, and he was tremendous. But anyway, but getting back to politics here, it's going to be, they're going to go crazy. They're going to go wild over Trump. But I would like to know, these people who go to the Trump rallies, and they're criminals who try to break up the rally, they attack people who support Trump. I would like to see these people get arrested, more of them get arrested when this goes on, and I want their names printed in the newspapers. I want to know if they're in this country illegally.
It's crazy, my brother. There's no American flags there. They're saying all there are is Mexican flags.
No, right.
What is that all about? What is that all about? They're hitting the people, and prolific, nonstop, to the point where people they're almost unconscious.
Right, and they're getting away with it, and their names, you never see their names printed in the newspaper.
Hey, listen.
I tell you something, Frank, man. Go Buchanan, go Buchanan, go Buchanan, go Buchanan, go.
My brother, thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. News flash update. Apparently, after just leaving his Lolita Express joust from the U.S. Virgin Islands, Orgy Island, where Bill Clinton was campaigning for wifey. We spoke about this 2 weeks ago. Well, he returned. Apparently, Bill Clinton returned from Orgy Island, but not empty-handed, as you know. According to our trusty correspondent, Bill Clinton was not empty-handed. He had some new stuff, you know what I mean? According to Hillary Clinton, he had some fresh meat, like sex slaves.
I still think we got a good feel.
Yeah, he got a feel. He get 28 trips out to Orgy Island. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Heather in Westbrook, Connecticut. What's going on, Heather?
Hi, Frankie. I just wanted to
say shout out to Donald Trump and his family. We're still behind him 100%.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to having him as our president. The Clintons are a disgrace. And also, I just wanted to thank. We listen a lot to Sean Hannity, and I think he's great, and also Michael Savage.
I love Mikey Savage.
I just wanted to thank them, too, for all the good information.
Heather, yes, thank you so much. That's great. I love Mikey Savage. Thank you so much. You have a blessed night.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Thank you. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. You know, Hillary Clinton had her foreign policy. I'm out of the camera. She had a foreign policy thing this week, and all she did was attack Trump. And I'm going to show you why she attacked Trump. Ed Rhodes, we lied about the Iranian nuke deal. The Iranian defector claimed that the State Department was working on behalf of the Islamic Republic of Iran, not the other 5 countries. Kerry said they weren't honest about the $105 billion plus $1 billion going back to Iran. They weren't honest to the American people. This lady named Michelle Bond from the State Department testified before a Congressional Oversight Committee. I don't know where over 9,600 visas, which were revoked over terror threats. I don't know where these people are. Don't know where these people are. Now, we're going to kick to a Donald Trump commercial, and I'm going to read you some excerpts from this seething letter from Ed Ross, chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, with Congresswoman Ross Lethan. Okay? We're going to kick to a Donald Trump commercial, and I'll see you on the second half of the Frankie Russo Show.
I'm Donald Trump, and I'm running for president because there's so much misinformation that's being put out there about me. Let's talk taxes. If I'm president, your taxes are going to go way down. And if you have a small business, big tax break. Every other candidate wants to cut Medicare and Social Security. Not me. It's not going to happen. I'm going to bring jobs back from Mexico, from China, from Japan. Obamacare is a total disaster. I'm going to repeal it and replace it with something so much better. At the same time, we're going to make our military bigger, better, and stronger than it's ever been. Nobody is ever going to mess with us again. And we're going to get rid of ISIS fast. And we're going to take care of our vets. I'll never let you down. Please, we're going to make America great again. I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Absolutely. Pumping the Trump tonight.
Listen up.
So anyway, I'm going to read this letter. It's from the House chair on the Committee on Foreign Affairs. He wrote this to John Kerry, the Government Accountability Office. I read this a few months ago. Government Accountability Review Office reviewed the department's implementation of the Iran, North Korea, Syria Non-Proliferation Act. The GAO, Government Accountability Office, is supposed to be nonpartisan. The testimony made clear by the GAO that the State Department is not fully implementing the law, specifically that found that the State Department hasn't established a process that would allow it to comply with the 6-month reporting cycle required by the Iran, North Korea, Syria Non-Proliferation Act. As they form the basis for sanctioning violators of the act, these reports are crucial to implementing the INK-SNA sanctions. Now, we're getting to the kicker now. However, the State Department has continually missed even this self-imposed deadline, which in itself is at odds with the law. The department's most recent report covering violations that first came to light in 2011 was not issued until December 2014, a delay of nearly 3 years. Delayed implementation has real consequences, amounting to de facto sanction relief. As a result of the State Department's successive delays, only 82 individuals were sanctioned from 2006 to May 2015, while sanctions were imposed on average 28 months after the end of the relevant reporting period. Failure to vigorously impose sanctions against those aiding in the non-proliferation efforts of Iran, North Korea, and Syria undermines U.S. efforts to end these rogue regimes' dangerous weapons of mass destruction and missile programs. So why are you reading this to us, Frankie Russo? Well, it's like dated to even pre-2011. Hillary Clinton was the State Department. She was the Secretary of State. So here we go. We got Ed Rose lying about Iran to the reporters. That's a fact. We got an Iranian defector claiming that Kerry was supporting the Islamic Republic of Iran's interests. We got Michelle Bond claiming that she doesn't know where 9,600 visas, she's from the State Department, where 9,600 visas were revoked over terror threats. And then we got this Ross letter, so this is statistically significant over here. So now you understand why Hillary Clinton was attacking Donald Trump at a foreign policy expose. She couldn't talk about anything else. She can't talk about her record. She has to attack Donald Trump. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Brett in Woodbridge. What's poppin', Brett?
Oh, I just want to talk to you about Donald Trump. I was listening to his conversation today where he was talking to people out in California.
What do you want to say about DT?
Yeah.
What do you want to say about him?
Well,
you're not a fan of him.
No energy. Yeah.
Why don't you like him?
Oh, I don't like him personally because I think he's a little bit of a high school bully.
He's a bully?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's the reason why you don't like him? You say he's a bully?
Yeah.
You watching Megyn Kelly? Megyn Kelly says he's a bully. Hillary Clinton says he's a bully.
I believe her.
That's your opinion? You think he's a bully? Well, thank you for the call. Hey, I don't agree with you.
That's okay.
You're fired. I'm going to fire you. You're fired. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Sally in Flushing. What's poppin', Sally? You there?
It's good to talk to you again. Now,
who's this? What?
This is Sal from Flushing.
What's up, my brother?
Okay, I'm saying great first half hour. It's nice to talk to you again. Now, concerning Mr. Amadou Diallo, I want to publicly congratulate him for doing the world a favor by taking out that wild animal, Earl Nash, for attacking his wife.
Okay.
I think it's very good that he did that. Considering this guy's rap sheet, this guy's a classic example of a laboratory experiment gone wrong. And for this other guy who killed that poor 16-year-old babysitter, I don't know his name, whatever his name is, when he's in lockup, I hope he winds up in the hands of a 7-foot, 500-pound bad man who makes him his girlfriend.
So you're talking about the unfortunate the baby that was in the
babysitter, yeah,
in the zoo the baby
babysitter
in the zoo.
No.
Which is this?
A 16-year-old girl who's a babysitter was killed a few days ago by some guy who came in with a
I don't know.
gun.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they reported that, and they held a vigil and everything else, and now he turned himself in. So that's why I'm hoping that he winds up in the hands of a bad man that makes him his girlfriend. I mean, to shoot down a girl with an automatic weapon for God knows what reason, that's ridiculous. You know, a lot of people, they're wrapped up in the thug culture.
Well, that's unfortunate. You know, it's really, you know, I don't have all the facts on that story, but that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was on news. But that's how I feel about it. I'm so upset and angered by this nonsense. It's just sickening.
Hey, Sally, man, it's crazy. You know, and just look at these rallies. You know, it tells you everything, right? The rallies that Donald Trump, he throws a rally and everybody's reporting about the violence, and nobody talks about the people that are going there, the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are following Donald Trump. It is just amazing to me. Sally, thank you for the call, man.
Okay, nice talking to you.
Good talking to you, my brother. 800-848-9222. Okay, I'm going to kick to Jesse and Elizabeth. What's poppin', Jesse?
Hey, Frankie.
What's up?
Hey, Frankie, all I hear is people speak about who's for Trump and who's for Hillary as far as conservatives, liberals, blacks and whites, Latinos. But the group I really would like to hear from, and this is a question for your audience, is the military. Anyone in the military, who would you prefer to have as commander-in-chief?
Well,
Trump, Hillary, or even Bernie Sanders?
Well, just for the record, Dave, you know, if polls mean anything, I don't know much about how this poll was utilized, but the poll, some of the polls that I saw, the military's, by and large, very significantly, according to some polls, which I believe are, I can't say with confidence. I'm not saying with much confidence, but I think they're pretty hands-on. The military is supporting Donald Trump by big margins. So.
Oh, that's no surprise. Absolutely. I just can't imagine Hillary Clinton as commander-in-chief.
I mean, think about it. She has an illegal server, unapproved server, in her basement. So
it's a joke. It's a joke.
Right? I mean, it's terrible. My brother, thank you for the call, man.
All right, man.
Thank you. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. I'm going to kick to Victor from Harlem. What's poppin', Victor?
Hello, Mr. Frank? Hello?
Yeah, how you doing?
Hello, Frank. The presidential election is coming up in November, and I don't think most Americans aren't even really interested right now. It doesn't really heat up till after the summertime. You know, people go to their barbecues and their swimming pools, and they don't go Buchanan, go Buchanan, go.
Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Bob in Manhattan. What's poppin', Bob?
Hey, Frankie.
What's up, brother?
I was telling your producer, the stuff that went on in San Jose, California is a concealed carry state. How come guys didn't carry their weapons with them? You can't tell me that all the Trump supporters did, not one guy wasn't carrying. If you got people assaulting people, trying to, violate their constitutional rights to go to a political, to hear a speech or go to a political function, and they start assaulting women, they're hitting women with eggs, rocks, you got to pull out your weapon and say, yeah, the next person who throws a rock or an egg here is going to get chewing in their head. Then you would see how quick people would put down bottles and rocks and eggs and all that nonsense.
Yeah,
that's crazy. And you want to hear something worse?
Let me
hear.
The
San Jose Police Department stood there and watched Trump supporters get it.
It's crazy. Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. Listen to this one. Okay? And then we're going to kick to another call. August 21st, 1999. CIA Director, this is the Washington Post, CIA Director George J. Tenet announced that he has suspended the security clearance. This I want to thank, by the way, Jim Hannigan from my Facebook friend. He pointed this out to me. George J. Tenet suspended. Great, this guy's a great CIA director, my God. He suspended the security clearance of his predecessor, John Dutch, for violating government rules by working with classified material on an unsecured computer at his home. Really? Yeah. John, John Dutch was a CIA director under, whose administration? Bill Clinton. Mainstream MSM, mainstream media, they'll never tell this. They'll never tell you this stuff. She knows all about this stuff. Come on. The unprecedented action against a widely respected and still powerful former official comes at a time of heightened concern over foreign espionage and the handling of classified information. It was clearly intended as a signal that the federal government and the CIA in particular is determined to tighten security. Tenet, in a one-page statement, that he decided to suspend Dutch's clearance for an indefinite period upon consideration of the nature of the security violations involved and Dr. Dutch's responsibility as the leader of the intelligence community to set the highest standard in protection of classified interests, of classified information. You believe this? Bill Clinton had to pardon him before he left office. Same exact stuff. General Petraeus, General Petraeus was less. This Dutch is exactly what Hillary Clinton did. And she's running for president of the United States. People are going to vote for her? My God, here she goes again. She just can't control herself. 800-848-9222. Let's go to John in Belmore. What's poppin', John?
Hey, Frankie. I just want to respond to a caller that thinks that Donald Trump's a bully. I think he's crazy like a fox, like Vinny the Chin. I think he wants people, like he said, to be a little bit rattled. And
right?
That's a good thing. A lot of people were afraid of Ronald Reagan. They thought he was going to start a nuclear war. That's why they didn't mess with him.
That's a great point. And politics is, this is not, you don't hug your way to the White House. This is a tough situation.
And I was, for Ted Cruz, I understand the principles and constitutional conservatism. But I need to win, or we're going to lose the Second Amendment. Hillary has come out and basically stated that.
My brother, just for the record, I talk about this like every other week when the Cruz was running and everything like that. You just asked the Cruz crew if they supported the candidacy of Barack Obama, right? They will tell you that they didn't. So then my answer back to them is, then how could you support the Ted Cruz candidacy? Because it runs pretty much it's pretty much parallel to the Obama narrative, the Obama infancy narrative. So it's the same. It's pretty similar. So we got to stick to what we're doing right now. We got Donald Trump, the first. He's a natural-born American citizen. Let's get the American in there, and then we can start to make some changes and bring prosperity back to this country. What do you think?
And one more thing that he's got going for him that Ted Cruz didn't have. Ted Cruz is a typical conservative. Hillary had a playbook for that. She has no playbook for Donald Trump.
That's a good point.
Nobody has a playbook for him. They don't know what to think of him. She is totally freaked out by him. He'll say anything.
It's true.
And by the way, there is a Hillary University, and it's already on social networks. So you'll see that coming. Okay?
Thank you for the call. Thank you for the call. We're going to go to that was a great call. We're going to go to a Donald Trump commercial. We come back. We're going to finish the last quarter of the Frankie Russo show.
I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message. All talk and no action politicians have let us down, and America is in deep trouble. But I'm going to change that. First, I'm self-funding my campaign. I'm not taking special interest money, and I've called on other candidates to disavow their super PACs, but none of them have done it, which means there'll be puppets for lobbyists, donors, and special interests. I'll negotiate new trade deals, and those deals, along with my plans to cut taxes for the middle class and businesses, will bring American jobs back right here where they belong. I'll rebuild our military and make it so strong that no one will ever mess with us. We'll stop illegal immigration, and yes, we will build a wall, and Mexico will pay for it. I'm the only candidate running who can't be bought. I'll do what the politicians won't. I'll produce. We will make America great again.
Don't forget, I call him Lion Ted. I call him that because nobody that I've known a lot tougher people over the years in business, but I've never known anybody that lied like Ted Cruz.
Let's make America great again.
That's right. You tell him, DT.
Donald Trump, all right?
Breitbart News reports Rice Priebus, the RNC chair, apparently he claims the people involved, those Looney Toonies with Bill Kristol's independent Never Trump candidate, that guy David French, he claims, this is right from the RNC chair's mouth, they're embarrassing themselves. They're on a suicide mission. 800-848-9222. Let's kick to Felix in PA. The last quarter.
Yo, Frankie Russo. What up, my brother?
Yeah, you know what? And also what I forgot to talk about on the State Department thing, the State Department scrubbed video with the Iranian nuke deal. They scrubbed video.
Yes,
I mean, this is a very dishonest government, quite frankly.
Well, you know what? And that is, when you hear that, that is just despicable that they pulled that. But it's out there on YouTube from what I heard.
Yeah, they scrubbed video. Ed Rhodes, the leader of this whole thing, they said they lied to the press. The Iranian defectors claiming Kerry was representing the Iranians, the Islamic Republic. Michelle Bond goes before the Oversight Committee. This oversight, they were doing an investigation on these 9,600 visas that were revoked over terror threats. She didn't know. She didn't know where they were. Didn't know where these people were. And then the Ross letter, which shows a capitulation to the Iranian regime. I mean, when when you take them out individually, you could say, oh, it's all hogwash. There's a pattern over here. There's a pattern, a thread that's developing, and it's crazy, man.
Hey, you know what I call Secretary Kerry, right?
What do you call him?
He's the Secretary of Surrender.
So let me ask you, you're talking about fracking? You're talking about fracking?
No, all right, check this out. No,
Come on, man. I had that dude call me up. I let him go on the air, and he's talking to me about something,
No, wait.
I'm
Check
trying
this
to get
out.
Donald Trump a real...
Obama went to Elkhart, Indiana, right? And so he's trying to take credit for Indiana's economic revitalization.
Right.
Well, you know what revitalized the RV industry?
What?
Fracking. Because the oil fields where they were drilling, they needed RVs. They didn't have towns. This is in the middle of nowhere.
Well, DT wants to get rid of all the regulations and just,
They bought up all the RVs. Some other guy actually who works in the industry called Rush Limbaugh, right?
I like Rush, man.
Barack Obama is trying to take credit for Indiana's economic recovery.
Oh.
But the fact of the matter is that it was spurred on by fracking.
That's what I'm talking about.
They want to be green, right? But it wasn't the green. It wasn't Obama. It was freaking fracking. It was fracking that actually revitalized that industry.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey,
your production crew, you got to do a little clip when Barack Obama stutters.
Yeah.
You should have the hill bitch barking at him.
That's great.
Oh no, or laughing. No, when she should be laughing when he's stuttering.
Like that? My brother, thank you for the call. Great call. Thank you. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Cookie in Queens. What's popping, girl?
Hey, Frankie, your call screener has a great voice, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Listen.
Wait, Cookie. You call up Frankie Russo at what?
I know.
1:50 in the morning, and you're talking to me about the cruise. I'm very jealous right now. This is Frankie Russo. I got a reputation,
It, man. Yours is so much funner.
Oh, I am. Ladies, I'm a lot of fun. I am. I have to admit. Hey, listen. The ladies got the looks. I'm charm and charisma. I'm flamboyant.
Charisma all the way, baby.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, honey. Keep telling me that. Go ahead, baby.
The Trump rally people, all of us, we cannot be aggressive. Otherwise, as in Hitler's day, and Savage went over this today, once the right rose, they rebelled against the socialists, okay?
Right.
And then the hand came down, the hammer came down.
Right.
And we were prosecuted. We were persecuted. So the right, we, patriots, veterans, people that have been jailed that, are allowed to carry, whatever, we have to restrain ourselves. So I think that at the rallies and the Trump rallies, we really need to call upon the governors of the states and call them, get the National Guard in. What is the problem?
That's a great point.
These mayors, the mayor of San Jose,
Cookie,
should
great
actually
point.
be jailed. He never called anybody, and they told the police, stand down. This is wrong. And the police were so restrained. I can just imagine their brains going, okay? And everybody spitting and yelling and throwing eggs, whatever it was, whatever that girl was doing.
Hey, Cookie, that's a great point. I want to thank you so much for the call. I'm under 10 minutes. I just want to get a few more people on the air.
One more thing. Hillary was investigated in 1999 for 90,000 emails.
Wow, so she's been doing this for
She figured it out. And Ted Cruz, leave him alone. He's a citizen, okay?
He's not a citizen, honey. I'm sorry.
Honey,
he ain't no citizen.
Don't forget, I call him Lion
Yeah,
Ted.
that's what he is. I'm sorry, Cookie.
I know. I want him to be VP.
No way.
Yes, I think it will unify the Republican Party.
Unify? Donald Trump's winning with
a citizen that creates.
Hey, Cookie, I'm gonna
wake up. Citizen.
Wake up. Hey, listen.
And even Mark Levin agrees. That's Mark Levin's
Hey, listen.
Wake up.
Mark, I don't care. I can think for myself. Thank you so much. Thank you for the call.
I call him that because
Tell him,
nobody that
DT.
I've known a lot
Tell him.
tougher people over the years in
Tell him.
business, but I've never known anybody that lied like Ted Cruz.
I'm telling you.
You're fired.
Let's go to Tony. Let's hear Tony's voice. It's almost. I got a little time left. Tony, what's going on?
Hey,
Frankie. It's so good to talk to you again.
It's so good.
You make my Friday night so perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you said earlier in the show you were driving around looking for a cappuccino.
Yeah, it was.
So next time, come and get me because I prefer a double espresso, but we'll make it happen. All right?
You're gonna make it happen? Wow.
And, but here's the thing.
I can't control myself. I can't control it. It just happens. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's all right. It happens.
Don't be,
in
you
a
know,
different way for
does
me
that-
too. But anyway,
Can I ask you a
thing is
question?
that-
Did I insult you when I did that?
No.
Do that again. Can I do that again?
Frankie, you're a man. You're a real man, and I
thank you.
appreciate that. Yeah. All right. So
Go ahead, Tony.
Here's the thing. Now, your call screener even asked me, where are you from in New Jersey? I'm like, well, I kind of live near Princeton. And he's like, we'll say Princeton. No, because I don't. But I live near Princeton, okay? And I drive on the big highway here, which is Route 1. And so
Nice.
you drive Route 1 in the Princeton area. And you know what? It's so disgusting. There's so many cars with a Bernie sticker now. Oh,
Wow.
why are people
Bernie
so
sticker.
stupid? Please, Frankie, you are so intelligent. You're so smart.
I try.
I want to hear your take on that, really, please.
Bernie Sanders, Bernie Sanders is ridiculous, right? I mean, his policies. We have hundreds of trillions of dollars of global debt throughout the world. So how are we going to do all these things that he wants to do? Our country, the way it is right now, we're like what, $19 to $20 trillion in debt. How are we going to do all this spending that all these quasi-socialists want to do? We have to go back to the Donald Trump model, to this capitalism with compassion. Is really what Donald Trump is talking about. Capitalism with compassion. Free market system, bring it back, right? And this way, people will go out there, we'll bring the jobs back, we'll bring prosperity back, people start feeling good about themselves, and if some people fall through the cracks, we'll have a net, some sort of net. This other way, with Bernie and Elizabeth with the high cheekbones, I'm a Native American Warren, this is ridiculous.
No.
Tony, thank you for the call.
Frankie,
Yes.
as always, Friday night. Bye.
Oh, thank you. Bye-bye. Wow. By the way, I never met this lady. I just want you to know, okay? These are just random calls coming to Frankie Russo, showing the love. Let's go to Joey in Tom's River, man. I got 5 minutes left. What's up, Joey?
Hello, Frankie.
What's up, man?
With this Obama omitting these yeah, but he omitted these minutes for the Iranian thing.
Right?
It's just, when he leaves office, you're going to see more stuff come out about this guy that he's been paying so much money to keep under wraps for the last 8 years because he knows what's going to happen. He really and truly does because he can't hide this no more.
Can't.
And what aggravates me the most is that the people do not see this. They refuse to look at him, Hillary Clinton, Kerry, and the rest of the gang there. I don't understand what's the matter with the American people today.
You want to know something? That's a great point, Joey, but I believe in my heart that June 7th is going to be a Trump tsunami. He's going to get over 1,400 delegates. He'll have over.
I'm voting for him in New Jersey. That's for damn sure.
Right? And this way now, I believe, because all along nobody has recognized his prowess, his power.
No.
Even Megyn Kelly now is getting ready to go to Canada. She's going to claim political asylum. She's looking for political asylum in Canada.
With the rest of the Looney Tunes. Tomorrow I'm picking up a Trump sign for the front of my house, for the front of my lawn. I'm planting it right on my lawn.
That's what I'm talking about.
If anybody touches that sign or tries to destroy it, God help them.
I'm telling you, Joey, thank you for the call, man.
See you later.
You got it. 800-848-9222. Let's go to Gary in New London, Connecticut. What's poppin', Gary?
Hi, how you doing? I heard in Georgia, a woman in a burqa took a woman's American flag on a 4-foot pole and beat her over the head with it, and took her shoe off and hit one of her kids with her shoe. A woman down the street tackled the lady. They called the police. You know what they did?
What they do?
They just gave her simple battery. They wouldn't make it a hate deal.
Yeah, well,
hate crime.
Gary,
and that's crazy.
It's crazy stuff, right? Because when you really think about it, I believe like ISIS is in the bushes.
Yeah, there
right?
they are.
I mean,
we're in trouble.
The truth be told, everybody doesn't want to recognize it, but in 2011, just to give everybody an idea, in 2011 there was an Iranian American that went over to the southern border, met some Iranian Quds Force leaders, and worked out a deal with the drug cartel. Gave them over $100,000. This is from the FBI. To go whack a Saudi ambassador to the United States, and thank God Preet Bharara busted them at the airport. But they're coming over the border. They're going under the border, over the border, whatever's over there. And it's unfortunate. We live in an open society, but we forgot our rules, and that's why Donald Trump's going to be a great president, my brother. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, we need that wall. I mean, we need Trump. I mean, this is. Hillary's nuts. She's criminal. She belongs in jail. Underground.
There she goes again. She can't control herself. That Hillary Clinton can't keep up with this. You got to vote Donald Trump June 7th. You can't keep up with this. You
Welcome
can't
to the
no way
boardroom.
see you in the future.
Welcome to the boardroom.